In the backcourt for the USA, Semifinals, Jimenez, Romay, Corvalán, and Margel.
Then I think the U.S. has a problem. If not, it's going to be the strength, the depth, and of course the pride of bringing back the gold, which Yugoslavia won in 1980 in Moscow, back to the United States. And of course, the women won the gold, and this will be the first time ever a nation could win 2 gold medals in basketball. And as we started off, Patrick Ewing and company are ready to go.
First time around, the USA defeated Spain 101-68. That's Fernando Romay, 6'11" center. And a violation on the jump, so the USA will have it. Perkins to his mate, Michael Jordan. And Jordan gets the USA up there in the gold medal game.
Credit Perkins with that assist. He knew the lane was open because Spain was helping inside to the ball, and Jordan banked it off the boards.
Jordan's been in a shooting slump, 9 of 29 over the last several games. There's a toothache problem that's been a little bit of a factor in his slump.
Played his championship game.
Jordan hangs in midair. There's Perkins as he made his move, traveling music.
Well, I think the 3 seconds call because Ewing got caught in the lane, and the traveling was secondary to the 3-second call.
What American fans would know to be basket interference, well, that is permitted. Goaltending is not permitted, though.
Good play by Jordan. He flicked it from behind. Nice pass.
Jordan, the assist. Robertson, the basket. The USA on a bit of a roll early for the gold medal.
To me, I just feel that no, the Soviets being here would not have been a factor. U.S. still that strong.
Jordan from the corner. Guaranteed they've never seen anyone like Michael Jordan.
Of course, he's just so active, and it's been interesting when you take a look at the Olympic teams, whether if it was an Adrian Dantley in the gold medal games in '76 or a Michael Jordan in this game, or even a 1980 team, with the excitement of that team, goaltending world. Well, if you watch on the outside shooting, Spain doesn't even go to the offensive boards, and that to me is something where they're just looking to keep that type of motion. Look at that move.
Oh, well, there's the rubber man move that Diaz Miguel was fearing and also admiring in the same breath. Michael Jordan.
Well, he just makes the baseline so protective. Pass off by Robinson. Watch the pump and the jump. Unreal. And he gets fouled.
Foul is on Romay, his
again,
second.
from a different angle. Robinson makes a great pass going in between 3 players. And Michael just hangs in the air, as you see here. Watch his extension as he goes up. Pump fakes, comes down, and goes right back up with the ball.
Jordan had a tremendous outing against Spain the first meeting. Made his last 9 shots of that game. Had 24 on the game. Ewing's rebound shot won't go. It's followed by Robertson. And Alvin's got 4 points. 15 on the shot clock. Michael Jordan. And the assist to Steve Alford. 8 points for Jordan. Had a twisted ankle in that first game with Spain, despite the fact that he had the great afternoon. 24 points. Racehorse basketball. Wood gets the pass from Mullen. There's Jordan.
Unreal.
Hanging in the air.
Spain needs a timeout.
10 points for Michael Jordan.
Well, my concern is when you take a look at this type of game and you see the spread right now, and Diaz Miguel makes a statement, I think American basketball is 50 years ahead of other countries. But every coach he respects is a foreign coach, and he has given those people some mementos from the United States, which I think is very kind of him to do.
Michael Jordan commits the foul.
Marie is her first name.
50-25. We close out the first half, and Jordan lays it in and a foul. And the assist to Leon Wood.
Leon Wood just made that whole thing happen. He knew he could have taken him himself, but he'll take the assist because the assist makes him that much better a player. And I think this is the role he's accepted. And when you have a great player like Michael Jordan, he's not afraid to give the ball to Jordan. As we see, Jordan gets the 3-point play on the slam. Spain, of course, to me, earlier in the game when we just had that opportunity to do some things, they relied too much on outside shooting. Didn't have I think Romay and Martin on the boards, which they needed to at least contain the rebound. No, perfection.
Yeah.
He loves it.
It's elusive. Jimenez puts it down. So at halftime, it may not have been perfection in the eyes of Bob Knight, but 52-29, the USA firmly on its way to the gold will return.
52, Spain 29.
United States in 77 Olympic basketball games with that record of 76-1. Jordan baseline. Vern Fleming won't just drop, and Perkins went for the steal, and a foul whistle inside. Fleming went for it as well, and he's called for the foul. That's Leon Wood, who has replaced Vern Fleming in the U.S. backcourt. Michael Jordan, number 9. Makes his move around San Epifanio, and Epi commits the foul. His 4th and 2 on the team.
It's interesting when you start talking about some of the foreign players that could they play in the NBA here, or what's going to be the situation if a foreign player comes over. Well, I really feel if you got any attempt at all, and I think Trump will. I think he's probably one of the few from Europe who's played college basketball in the States where that's going to help him become a good pro player.
Jordan and Ewing follows.
When you see this type of a matchup, when you got first-round draft picks right here with Ewing, who obviously will be a first-round draft pick a year from now, Michael Jordan with the Bulls, you take a look at Fleming going.
14 minutes till the gold medal. And almost some acceptance on the Spanish bench of this 21-point advantage for the USA. Bob Lee and Digger Phelps. And Michael Jordan.
That's an NBA move. Right there. Catch the pass, one dribble, baseline fake, jump shot. The Summer Olympics end up in Greece every year. The Winter Olympics end up in Switzerland. And let's keep politics out of this so the athletes can perform.
Jordan with a little pivot move and well short. When we get to Seoul, if it is Seoul in 1988, the U.S. basketball team.
Guest of Coach Knight and another good man, Pete Newell, who, again, was the guy who did the number in 1960 with the so-called great team. He's been an advisor, as Hank Iba, to Coach Knight in putting this team together and the do's and don'ts from their experiences in Olympic competition. Putting their time and efforts together to bring this gold medal to the United States. Those people stay in the background, and they do not get a medal. Only the athletes get the gold medal. Coaches do not get gold medals. And for those people, it's just the memories, it's the moments, and it's the laughs, and obviously it's the ups and downs that you go through in trying to do this together. As he talks to CM right now, we take a look at Coach Knight, and who's been, I think, the stabilizer. CM Newton, just the father image of knowing what to do and what not to do, is well respected in international basketball as well as in the United States from St. John's. And when you've got the Big East and what it has done, and Ewing in Big East, knowing they won the national championship, Patrick will come back as probably the premier player in the country. Yeah, I think the NBA guys, some of them would like to be a part of it.
Jeff Turner from Vanderbilt lays it off inside to John Kongat from SMU.
And he's back at SMU, and they should have a very exciting. Look at the bench, and that's what makes this team go. See, they just believe in each other, and that you can't, as a coach, put enough drills in just to get that right there. That's got to be from the head, and that's what those guys have. They've got the right minds, and they put everything together to put each other in a role where they have a part. They want 100. Well, they want 100. That's what they're going for now. Wayman Tisdale.
96-63. Finally, well, satisfaction perhaps.
Yeah, he
contentment.
knows. He knows. You got to know the man. You got to know his heart. And you got to know his mind. This is very, very special to him. He's not going to show it that way.
Bob Knight, a student of American history. Controversial figure at times, a leader.
Of course, we got Yugoslavia finishing third with the bronze with a win over Canada. So you'll have Yugoslavia getting the bronze, Spain getting the silver, and the United States of America bringing home the gold. That's a technical.
6 seconds to go. Doesn't look like the U.S. will hit the century mark in this game. But as has been evident since late in the first half, they will take home the gold. The award ceremony following the game. A team of character, a team of execution, a team of poise, far and away the best team, and they'll take home the gold.
Qualifying tournament for the Olympics of 1992. We're in Portland Memorial Coliseum, where tonight a scrappy team from Argentina with a 2-1 record in Pool A will take on the Dream Team. Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson start at the guards in a lineup that has changed every one of these games, this being the fourth in the tournament. Malone and Mullen will start at the forwards for Team USA, and David Robinson at center tonight. Chuck Daly, 11th U.S. Olympic men's basketball head coach. He, of course, now will be the head man next year for the New Jersey Nets after all the success he enjoyed with the Detroit Pistons. This is part of the fun, the spectacle, and the entertainment of this Tournament of the Americas. Prior to the U.S. beating these teams by 60 points, they pose at midcourt with all the players. The entire Argentinian team stayed on the floor to have an individual taken with Magic Johnson. Stefano Cazzaro of Italy and Roger Caulfield of Canada are the officials tonight. This game is underway. 2 20-minute halves. And a quick turnover. Mullen with the interception. See, the packed-in zone. Panama got away with that for a few minutes, as Doug told you, until it was 16-15, and Michael Jordan and Mullen came in and turned it around off the bench.
You see Mullen spotting up Michael Jordan for 3. This is something they did last night. Michael was 4 for 4 in the first half for 3. Chris Mullen was 4 for 5, so they were 9 for 10 between the two of the players, so that's a real weapon. There's an alley-oop, and you cannot dunk that. If it's over the rim, an alley-oop, you must come down with it. That's a different rule than the United States are used to seeing. There's Mullen for 3.
Michael Jordan steals the rebound, hits the lay-in. It's 10-5.
Michael Jordan was amazing last night. He played 36 holes of golf yesterday, got off the course at 5 o'clock. Good ball movement by the United States. You see Mullen and Michael Jordan spotting up for 3. There's Mullen right there in the corner.
From Jordan.
See, that's the dribble penetration against the zone. You know, a zone is supposed to prevent that from happening, but with a Michael Jordan getting inside and Magic Johnson getting, they find the open man, and Chris Mullen just steps out there and shoots it so easily. It's 20 feet 6 inches as opposed to 23.9. The ability to step out on the floor, he's really not shot the ball that well. Now you see Michael again from the three-point range. And I mean, you know, this United States team, I think you have to really give the committee a lot of credit. When they put this team together,
Montenegro handling the ball. He's 6'9", 225 inside the tour in the center. This is Espiel, the 2 guard. He's 6'5". Scoop move off the rim, won't fall. Uh-oh! Jordan was almost tripped up. No foul was called and gets the lay-in. And that's what you worry about in this kind of competition. The entire Bulls franchise can now relax. It looks like he's all right.
Well, again, the high screen, the penetrating dribble, it collapses the defense. And look, Michael Jordan wide open for the three-point shot.
Number 5.
And down to Montenegro for the jam.
Montenegro never crossed half court. He missed the layup, and he just stayed at the other end to get the easy basket.
Jordan into Barkley. Eddie Chavez, the Panama point guard.
He was talking to himself.
36-year-old thinking of retiring now.
Well, it's like you said, he had to go to counseling after the game after playing against Michael.
Barkley with the offensive board. Jordan. Bullet pass inside to Leitner.
What a great experience for Christian Leitner.
He's been averaging about 9 minutes a game.
Well, the versatility of Christian Leitner, he can play inside, as you see here, the post move, the nice pass from Michael Jordan.
Give you something to illustrate maybe in the first 5 minutes of the game. Campagna with 10 points. He scored that last hoop. Michael Jordan, you do see how the zone defense takes away the inside.
Prevent the shot from being blocked, good concentration, and nice finish.
Campagna's 27. He's been on the national team since 1985, so he has a lot of international experience. Michael Jordan with 11 points, 4 assists, right before the halftime ended. Here the game is at halftime. These are the opponents. 3 of the Argentinian players walked down the court with, looked like a trainer, and asked Michael to stop his warm-up and take photos with him, and Michael rolled his eyes and smiled.
The United States not real comfortable playing zone, so there's some gaps in it right now.
Pippen to Robinson. Come together and practice a lot of things for international competition, even as they play in the tournament.
Well, Bob, when you use the skip passes, Michael here is going to... Nice play. You were waiting for Michael to do something spectacular, and he did it with the pass to Scottie Pippen. But the skip pass against the zone, what it does, it forces the zone to make 2 slides instead of 1. And when you do that, you normally get very good shots by making 1 more pass.
Comparisons, meaning this great exhibition of basketball. Here's some trickery.
This is something you use as a warm-up drill before games. It's a little tip drill that you do. Throw the ball off the glass, and the last guy down the floor gets the dunk. At this time, it's Scottie. But Michael just having fun.
Robinson taking it hard to the hoop, something he has not done very much in this tournament. Remember, he's coming off thumb surgery. Our slam cam gets some real workout in this tournament.
Well, it's getting a lot of use in this half as we see the United States with about 5 dunks. But here, the old tip drill, Dave, there used to do before practice, throw the ball off the glass, the last guy down gets the dunk, that time Scottie Pippen.
Doug Collins talking about Dave Gavitt, who is president of USA Basketball, and we've invited Dave to join us.
They've made a commitment to be our women's team's biggest cheerleaders in Barcelona. They've made a commitment to have a presence in the village. They want to interact with the other players, and you see that the South and Central American teams that have played against us here, I mean, it's been so exciting for them.
You know, it's almost like a thrill. These guys are so happy to be on the floor with these players. You see them before the games and after the game. But Dave, I think the tremendous thing is...
Well, they'll take it in reverse order, Doug. We've got a smaller group chaired by C.M. Newton, the chairman of the main committee. and made up of Rod Thorne and our coaching staff. And it'll be that group of 6 that will decide any replacement. Hopefully we won't need them. We've been very cautious holding people out here. You know, I mean, Bird could have played tonight. Drexler could have played tonight.
Michael Jordan has 15. That feed came from Magic Johnson.
Playing in their junior and senior year, and they'll play Team Europe, the best 22 and under players in all of Europe. And you and I know, because we see the NBA draft, that more and more Europeans are popping up at age 22. And I think playing under the European flag and us playing under our flag, we're going to start this in the summer '93. It'll be played every 2 years. Get Kevin O'Malley and the boys ready, and we'll negotiate with you to get it on this network.
Espil's only 23. Jordan with the penetration. Robinson with the rebound and the miss. Ewing tip. Talk about Twin Towers. Defensive hustle. Number 14 with the score. That's what people have been waiting for. Hello. Everybody here in the arena looking up at the replay board. Slam dunk competition. Well, they're firing away from 3 now. Jordan with the rebound. Pippen on the right. Robinson on the left. Montenegro cherry picking. Well, we've seen this before. Montenegro says, I'm going to get mine off here down too. Give me a little dunk. That was my rec league game. There's Michael again. Jordan has 19. People have been waiting for this. 2 explosive dunks by Michael Jordan. All right, here we go. This is 2 trips ago for Michael Jordan. Well, the speed and quickness, the crossover, and then the explosion to take the ball to the basket. Makes it look so easy. Look at him just take off and just rise through the air. It's almost like he gets there and there's another level that he can go to. And then this is the one from the side. This reminds me of the slam dunk competition in '88 in Seattle when he made this move looking down at the basket. In on trying to score. They've already scored more than any other team in this tournament has against them. Jordan with the spin. This is Jordan's biggest offensive show of the Tournament of the Americas. He put on a defensive exhibition last night. I'm going to block this shot, and you see Espil, that's that little NBA flip shot there. And Michael says, I think I'll respond. A little between the legs, little spin. Where did I go? That's why Montenegro stamped that in. The players have been calling him Hugo. His real name is Renan Montenegro. 23-24 for Jordan. Michael, the first game against Cuba, took 6 shots. He was 2 for 6 and only 6 points. Court and trade baskets. Jordan with the pass to Barkley in traffic. Count the basket, and Charles will go to the free throw line. Michael Jordan just took off to get the offensive rebound. They got 3 guys in the air before he dished off. That's 9 assists now for Michael. But you see the great play, gets 3 guys in the air. There's the dunk. Leitner with a pull-up jumper from the baseline, and the tip by Karl Malone. 128-87. Team USA goes to 4-0. Argentina now at 2-2. And Argentina will be playing in the quarterfinals tomorrow night. The United States will have a bye, and along with Brazil in Pool B. So the U.S. is qualified for the Olympic tournament in Barcelona, surprising absolutely no one. Tonight, Michael Jordan had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Barkley had 23 points, and he scored them in bunches and flurries. Mullen had 16, Ewing 15, Robinson 14, Pippen 10, Magic Johnson 9 points to go with 14 assists, Christian Leitner 9 points, and Karl Malone with 6. And Michael Jordan is going to join us table side with the United States going 4-0 now in the Tournament of the Americas. Michael, welcome to tableside here, and the first question I have for you is how enjoyable are all the photos during the game you're posing for?
It's a little different, you know, taking pictures with my opponent, you know, that's a little different, but these guys are trying to enjoy themselves, and maybe this is the last opportunity we get the chance to play against these guys, so it's a dream for some of these guys.
You know, Michael, it seems like you've just sort of gradually eased your way into this. You came in the first game against Cuba, took about 6 shots, and as it's gone on, I mean, the defense that you played last night was spectacular. It seems like that from night to night, you just pick and choose what you want to do out there and really bring that to the table for the team.
Yeah, I think we got enough scores, Doug, and you know, I don't have to chase the points. I just try to do little things defensively. I just tried to pick up the intensity last night when I was playing the point guard position, and tonight, you know, I started making some shots, and you know, everything's just going well. You know, I think 36 holes a day is really relaxing me quite a bit.
You know, Chuck Daly said about you today, I was interviewing him, he said, you know, one of these days they're going to cut Michael and one of those cables are going to break loose, this bionic man that he is. So your trump card, I think, has been checked out by Chuck Daly.
I know. You know, it's just been very relaxing for me, Doug. I mean, I haven't really taken it serious. I mean, when I'm playing basketball, it's fun, and I'm taking it serious. But the rest of the time, I enjoy being around the guys and playing a lot of golf. It's been a fun time for me.
Michael, on one serious note, though, are you concerned at all about the wear and tear this summer, about going back? And I know in Chicago, the exhibition season, you have to play because, you know, it's a moneymaker for those people. Are you concerned about the wear and tear for next year?
Yeah, that's something that I talked with Phil and Jerry Krause before I left, and I made it clear to them, you know, from my standpoint, mentally, you know, I'm just going to take some time off, and you know, whenever I'm mentally ready to come back, that's when I'm going to come back. And if that means I'm going to miss training camp, that means I'm going to miss training camp. But you know, this meant a lot to me to come in and find out what type of guys I'm playing with and get to know them personally. But you know, in terms of next season, I will be ready for November 1 or whenever the game starts. But you know, training camp is really secondary to me right now.
Michael, it's interesting. We've been talking about, is there any way that this basketball team can lose? I posed that question to Doug. He said he can't think of any. Not to dwell on the negative, but what would a team have to do in international competition to defeat this team? Is there any way?
Well, if we keep dropping players like we did today, we lost 3 already. That's the only possible way I think that we cannot win at all. You know, I think we're mentally and we're focused every time we step on the basketball court. But you know, if we come out and play like we're capable, you know, only people that can beat us is ourselves. You know, that's the bottom line.
Michael Jordan, congratulations again, particularly on the way you folks are serving not only as NBA players but as ambassadors of the United States. I know the whole country, as we've been talking on the telephone around the country, are getting into the fact that they're witnessing this collection of basketball talent.
Well, you know, this is the first time this talent's been together in a long time, and maybe in the history of basketball. And I think people are very interested in. Well, it's a dream team. It may not ever happen again. Let's see how well they're going to do and see how well they can play together. And we have. You know, we've done a good job in terms of getting the continuity and playing well together.
Can I get 6 strokes aside if we play at 18?
Sure, I don't mind. You know.
Michael's going to be out at a midnight driving range here somewhere tonight.
You better be glad there's no lights, man.
I know that.
Michael Jordan, who had 23 points tonight, nearly a triple-double, except he rested at the close of the ball game. The United States